Welcome in. It is Friday, and we are getting into the groove of this Thursday night football thing.
Thursday night football. Nothing like a Thursday night showdown of the Wolfpack versus the Deacons of Wake Forest.
Go fuck yourself, NFL. We got mid-major ACC football.
Sports, comedy, pop culture, and everything in between. Oh my God. By idiots, for idiots. If you're not aware by now, this is Sports Idiot Nation.
Sports, comedy, pop culture, and everything in between. Welcome back, sinners. This is Season 2 of Sports Idiot Nation.
Solid work.
And welcome in. It is Friday. We are in a good mood.
That's right.
We got,
I'm drinking beer at 8 a.m. I like it.
Gotta have it. We're still reeling from Miles kind of threw us for a loop as he is back from Brazil. And I don't know if he's got the Brazilianum, but something got him wilding out.
Brazil. Yeah,
so we are
back,
more than
Miles.
happy.
We have missed you, man.
We are happy to have you back. If you're gonna just go off like that too, stay tuned. Sports
Being
Nation
in
comes
Brazil,
to you.
watching the Chiefs lose down there, I don't give a shit about the NFL, man. The Chiefs are out of here. Just get the whole league out of here, man. It's college football season.
Yeah, apparently. All right, so
Spoken
Sports
like a
Nation
true Indiana fan.
Is brought to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Follow us on social media. Also, definitely want to shout out our episode last year around this time. That was, as far as September 11th goes, paying a good tribute. I still think that episode was pretty solid. If you have not seen it, it's new to you. So check it out. Old episodes, Sports Idiot Nation, can be found. The best way to find it's on YouTube, of course. All right, we got a lot to get into. Last night, I want to start with T.I. had mentioned before we jumped on here. I know your kiddo's been sick a little bit, and man, when the kids are home a lot, it's like Jim Gaffigan has a bit where he says that getting a kid to go to bed is like a reverse hostage situation. Look, I'll get you whatever you want. Just stay in there.
Yeah, I've seen that bit. Yeah, luckily
That's so good.
My kid's a little past that point, but yeah, my kid has had a double ear infection this week. Most kids get one ear infection. My kid has two ear infections. Luckily, we only have 2 ears. If we had 3 ears, he'd probably have 3 ear infections at this point. So he has missed all soccer practices. We have a big tournament this weekend. He's supposed to have 3 games. Don't think he's going to make it. It's been a rough week, and I've been trying to work from home with my kid. It's been fantastic, man. So last night I had to hit up B-dubs and take advantage of those BOGO wings. You know what I'm saying? BOGO wings, and for anybody who enjoys adult beverages, they have their house beer, the Wild Herd or whatever it's called. $4, tall boy, can't beat it. Get the app, take advantage of the deals. I ended up getting free wedges, ended up getting buy one get one free boneless wings, $4 beer.
Yeah, I got a free wedgie.
Come on, man.
From the guy who.
I mean, I had $35 worth of product for about $20. So. Listen to me, man. I bring you the deals. Deals.
Not bad. Gotta have it.
Watch some football. Watch some Thursday night football. Packers, Commanders, Redskins, whoever they are to you. I still call them the Redskins half the time. I don't know about you guys, but
yeah,
it's tough for me. For me to get behind that pig mascot. I'm just used to the Skins.
Joe Jacoby, that offensive line, the Hogs. Yeah, the offensive line for the Commanders did not quite take care of business. Miles, what did you think of the game?
What I got caught up most in is you guys debating whether or not you like the Green Bay Packers and the icy whites. That was joyful for me as the little one was going down. Was like, oh, I thought they were cute, and now T.I.'s being outed as a closet Packers fan. He even brought up Packers Idiot Nation. So I don't know. Maybe
Did you
he's
guys
got
see
an
that guy?
NFC crush over here.
You guys see that guy in the stands? Man, he's like, I'm like,
Oh,
lay
yeah.
off the steroids, man. Lay off the steroids. What is going on with that guy?
Save some for the rest of us.
He did look like an idiot, but
he did.
Green Bay,
Look like an
man.
idiot.
Green Bay's looking a little stealth. Early
Yeah,
on, you
makes
beat
me
two
nervous.
teams that right, Washington, Detroit. Last time I checked, they played each other in the divisional round last year, and Green Bay took care of business against both of them. I still trust that Jordan Love will crash and burn when it matters most, but they good, and they gonna win the division. And I'm wrong that Detroit was going back to back. The Packers look for real 2 weeks into the season.
Well,
yeah, they
Micah
look good. They
kinda
look good.
helps.
Yeah, I think like we were
Where is
saying
he from?
in the Micah, he's from a school that is a rival of your college, Mr. Miles. One of your
That's
favorites.
not really what I was alluding to,
One of
but
your
thanks.
favorites.
I know he went to
One of
Penn
your
State.
favorites. Yeah, one of your favorites there. One of all of our favorites. I mean, we all love Penn State. I mean, you know, who doesn't love Jerry
Happy
Sandusky,
Valley.
right?
Happy
He gives
Valley.
them a little slap. He gives those QBs a little slap and tickle here and there.
But yeah, I mean, it's like we're saying in the chat. I think the Micah Parsons trade was beyond the division. I think it was like, hey, we think we can win the division. Now let's handle our business against Philly and Washington. Let's bring in somebody who's familiar with Philly and Washington very well. So if Green Bay can handle their business the regular season and keep this up, you know, they might be able to get over the hump in the playoffs because of their offseason acquisition, like you know, Adam and Alex and I talked about last episode last week. So we'll see how that transpires. But yeah, you're right, Miles. Green Bay looks good. Jordan Love's playing well. Josh Jacobs, again, like we said last year, is a perfect fit for that offense. They were missing some pieces on defense. They went ahead and actually spent a first-round draft pick on a receiver this year. So they're trying to make all the right moves. So we'll see if it pays off. You know.
Here's the thing that I wonder about with the Packers. They still do some dumb decisions that when you play later in the year, if you don't clean those up and you're against, say, the Ravens or the Bills or whatever team emerges out of the NFC, there's going to be a team besides the Eagles that you say, like, wow, I don't know if it's the Bucks, the Falcons. I don't think it's my Niners. We'll get into that later. But whatever team it is, here's what I'm talking about. The first drive of the game, it's fourth down, and they can easily kick a field goal. They want to go for it. You know, this is the new NFL, not just Dan Campbell. I get it. A lot of teams are going for it. But here's what I don't get. They rush up to the line, and I get that scheme is so the defense can't do anything about it, and they have to get ready to play 4th and 2. Now that's really not the thing. They wait. He gets the play call. There's some confusion. Tick, 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 tick. And then on 4th and 2 from the 34-yard line, he throws a 34-yard pass that just the Washington defender goes, eh. And now you just give up points, and you just I don't quite understand, like, little things like that. Now the offense got rolling, but still, like, that's how you come out the game? Like, I don't get it.
No, there's two things I stand by in my football fandom. One, you don't pass up any points. I don't care what points they are, and you don't ever
in the
pass
first
them
quarter.
up.
In the first quarter, dude.
And two,
right?
Two, if it's a 4th and 2 or less, you run the damn ball. Run the damn ball. Run the damn ball. If you're already willing to gamble, why are you trying to like double down and make it a pass? Like, just play the safe play. I would guarantee you that if everyone ran even a quarterback sneak on both 4th and 2s, 50% of the time they're going to get it. I agree. I was watching that and I'm like, one, you take the points. Two, if you're not going to take the points, why are you not running the ball? It's 2 yards. Come on, man. You've got a running back who can definitely get the job done. You've got an option QB who can get you a couple yards. All he's got to do is make one move.
Dude,
I mean, I don't know.
Hello. Did you see when he lowered his shoulder? Ouch!
Yes.
If you're a Packer fan, you're like,
sent Lattimore or whoever it was like a carousel, like a little horsey carousel.
Yeah, he's
360.
cut. I think that kid is cut now. I think he's off the team.
He's still wondering where he's at. And
Yeah.
The
speaking of
ghost of Tua was about to make a presence known.
I was going to
He's
say,
not
speaking
dead,
of
but he's
Lattimore, Marshawn Lattimore
I'm gonna do
does
the
not
podcast like
look.
this now.
No, don't do that. We're gonna get canceled.
unfreeze, Adam. Unfreeze.
Yeah. But no, I was going to say Marshawn Lattimore looked like he has lost a major step. I was shocked at his play last night. I'm used to being like, oh man, that dude's top five his position. And then last night I was watching him. I was like, oh man, he's getting burnt out there left and right. That's what happens, man. You know, I guess that's what happens when you get old. You know, I mean, we all get old and lose a step, and we're just not as good at defenders as we once were. You know,
Right.
Adam, what about you? You lost a step out there on the field?
Absolutely not. I have found a rejuvenation of 100 soul. No, nothing. I got
You're
nothing.
Debo. You're Debo. You're Debo in Washington.
Hey,
Yeah.
Debo looked good, man. Still getting a touchdown, still bowling over people. He had a kickoff
He
return.
did.
Every game
He
in San
did.
Francisco, he was good for that. When we put him in as a kick returner, we didn't always want to waste him out there, but waste energy. But when we put him out there in like crunch time games, he always averaged like 40 yards on a return, and you saw it. Like the dude is just a bowling ball. So I like watching him play still. He got a touchdown.
My
You know,
favorite
it's
part
all
of
good.
his play this year has been how he scored a touchdown in each of the games, and the receiver I drafted, Terry McLaurin, has led the team in receiving in both games, but just can't get a touchdown. So, shout out to Debo for vulturing my fantasy players' touchdowns.
Nice. Yeah. So I want to ask you guys something here. Miles, our buddy Paul, who was in our original podcast from 2016, he was texting me the other day about he's at work, he's in a pick'em. So if those of you that don't know, the way the pick'em works is you get to pick one team that's absolutely going to win, and then you cannot use them again. Last man standing wins, right? So he last week he picked, let me look up what he said. Here's the question though for this week. He's thinking Cowboys, which the Cowboys play the Giants, and you don't here's the idea. You don't want to waste like the Chiefs or
the teams.
the good teams. You try. You
Well, the
want
Chiefs may
to.
not win
Did
for
the
a
Chiefs?
while. Let's
Well,
be
Did
real
the
right,
here.
Chiefs?
but I'm just saying
Yeah,
the good
didn't
teams.
the Chiefs lose last week? The game I watched last week, Chiefs
So
lost.
last week he picked the Cardinals, and it was because all he did is look
The
at who the
Saints.
Saints were playing and say, okay, I think I'll just pick that team. Now that's a solid pick, but then
Yeah.
he said he was looking at, and this is where I want to ask you guys, he was thinking the Rams, and I told him, not just on your guys' side here, I said, dude, the Titans honestly looked pretty decent against a good Broncos team. They're playing at home. The Rams, if they didn't fumble the ball, the Rams would have gotten beaten by the Texans. So I don't know if the Rams is the pick. He's just thinking, oh,
No.
the Titans had the number one pick, and so that means they're bad, and I think I'm going to pick against them and whoever they're playing. But, dude, I told him, I don't know if that's the move, dude.
Well, people that don't live in Nashville don't have an opportunity to even ever watch the Titans play, unless they just happen to stumble across one of my videos on my social media or something that you shared to your Niner friends or something. I mean, let's be real. So I would understand why people would just go ahead and pencil us in, but the game last week, if our receivers hadn't dropped the 8 balls that they dropped combined, including Chig on his birthday. It's his damn birthday. Well, the day later was his birthday. He could have celebrated catching a ball for once, little Brico block hands. But I mean, I think they would have won that game. I think if Brian Callahan would have done the rule book and challenged the Elliott
That's
catch,
tough too. He got
that's
blasted.
points right
You
there.
guys blasted him for
that's
that.
points. I mean, that's points right there. That's a field goal or touchdown, no matter any way you slice it. If he would have just been coherent right before halftime and just did the right plays instead of giving Denver more points. I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, we were right there. So I don't think that the Rams is a sure bet by any means. They beat
Right.
they beat the
talked him
Texans
out of it.
14-9. 14-9 was the final
Now,
score, I think,
That's
with
what I'm
that
saying.
game.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
my advice for Paul, can he just make like the surreptitious pick and just pick the Cardinals again and hope no one notices? Like just keep it on the down. No one
I'll
pays attention that you picked
I'll
the
text him
Cardinals.
now.
Just slide it in. They play
It's
the
an
It's
app.
Panthers
Friday
at
morning.
home.
It's Friday morning.
It's a
I can
computer.
text him and
You play Carolina at home. No one knows that you picked the Cardinals already. Just slide it in there and
slide it in.
Just a
I
tip,
thought it was
man.
a
Just a
different I
tip.
thought it
Just
was St. Louis
sl-
Cardinals.
slide it in. Just a tip.
I don't want to
I
think
did
about that.
that.
He married my cousin. I don't want to think about that.
I did
At
that
least it's a
knockout
woman.
thing once.
How'd you do?
I did fantastic. Back when I was the admin of my fantasy league that I ran, I have discontinued it a few years ago when all of this started transpiring because I just don't have time, guys. Don't have time. So, but Yahoo, when you're an admin, would give you free admission into like the whatever they call it, the cutthroat or guillotine. I don't know what it is. And yeah, it's the same
Guillotine.
thing. Each week you pick the team. You can't pick them again. And man, I got down to where it was like the last like 12% of the whole thing, man. And I really thought I was going to get it. I can't remember how I got beat, but I got beat on some foul stuff. But I really like
Probably for
those
saying
types.
guillotine.
Probably guillotine.
There you go.
Yeah, Kawasaki,
The
Iowa,
guillotine. Tennessee used the guillotine. Be chopping
Yamaha,
people up right and left.
Titans idiot
Kawasaki.
nation.
Samsung.
So
Yeah, but yeah. So anyway, I like those leagues. Those are fun, man. You know, I love regular fantasy football, of course, like we all do. But man, something about that where every week matters is super intense.
So I think he's going to go with the Cowboys because they truly did look good against the Eagles overall, and the Giants look so terrible. So that's the week
And the
maybe
game's
to
here. The game's
Yeah,
here and
it's in Dallas.
Yeah, and they haven't made
right.
And they haven't. Yeah, for a lot of people, if you don't remember, Miles is in Texas now, so he's no longer in Tennessee. Y'all, so won't hold that against him, but that's what he means by here.
Yes, a key.
But yeah, we will see. Like I think the Giants right now is a safe bet to bet against them because they're still in that transition period where Brian DeBole is trying to figure out if he's really going to stick with Russ Wilson or not. Right now, he's talking about. I mean, I literally saw a quote from him where he's like, "Yeah, Russ Wilson's our starter, but we're working every day to make sure Jackson Dart's prepared." It's like, okay, well, what message are you sending there? You know, so like we said a couple weeks ago, I think it's a matter of time before it's Jackson's team. But right now, the Giants are in a flux, so definitely bet against them.
Yeah, they are trash. So let's get into a couple of games. Yeah, that's the end of that. We're done. Let's get into some of the games then this week, and I want to get your thoughts. Let's jump into the Super Bowl matchup. Chiefs at home against the Eagles. Here's what's kind of exciting for NFL fans. Both fans of the Eagles and Chiefs are extremely nervous because their teams played like trash and they just were in the Super Bowl. Now, as all of us and most of the world is non-Chiefs and non-Eagles fans, so we're like, yes, both fan bases are upset, and yes, but how do you see this game shaking out, Miles?
I think Kansas City bounces back more. You know, you got a weird situation where you're playing overseas. You're literally standing upside down in Sao Paulo. I mean, when the sky is
The
underneath
toilet
your head and
goes the
your feet
other
is
way.
above your head, right? And you also cannot flush the toilet paper down the toilet either. Yeah, I was throwing my shit paper away for a week and a half. That was awkward. Anyways, I think the Chiefs are going to be better off once they're back in Arrowhead. They had those 2 extra days of rest, albeit you're traveling, but the flight's really not that bad. I mean, suck it up. My daughter could do it. She slept the whole way. Grown ass men, even if you're changing your last name to your wife's last name, you just sleep through a flight. You're going to be fine. You get cuddled up, you get a little cozy, comfy, and then you go out there and just hammer Philly. And I think Kansas City's going to win by 2 scores.
Wow. Ti.
I can't disagree with Miles on saying that Kansas City's going to win, but I will disagree with your take a little bit on the fact of saying that teams look like trash, because I don't think Philly looked like trash at all. I think that rain delay just threw everyone for a loop, because Jalen Hurts was on a roll, man. He already had 2 rushing touchdowns. It was already like I think a career for him. Like I think the most he'd ever had in rushing touchdowns in one game was 2. So I think he was already like on a roll. So I think Philly will come out.
Though, and in the second half overall, I know the weather, but their second half offense, dude, was not very good.
Yeah, but I think that was part by design. I think they were just like, let's just get out of here. Let's just kill the clock. We're just trying to not lose to Dallas. Let's just get out of here. Because, I mean, at that point, what time was it? I mean, I don't know, man. I was falling asleep watching it. Yeah, so I was falling asleep watching the game. So now, with that being said, though, I mean, it's a Chiefs game. I've seen a lot of Chiefs games against other potent offenses where there is no defense played. So we'll just see how that goes. We could have a 14-7 game, or we can have a freaking 42-35 game. So I don't disagree with Miles. I could see the Chiefs having a major bounce back. They need to figure out points will be had. They need to figure out what's going on with their receivers. They're talking about how Xavier Worthy might have a chance to play, but meanwhile, Hollywood Brown got 16 targets in the game. I'm just kind of like, maybe you just keep feeding Hollywood Brown and let Xavier Worthy come back when he's ready, because why would you dilute 2 receivers for one receiver that just got his shoulder separated by Travis Kelce at full speed? Travis Kelce is not a small human. I can only imagine what that felt like. So just Chiefs got some things to figure out. But I would just force feed freaking Hollywood Brown. I mean, when's the last time you heard a receiver getting 16 targets in a game, especially the first game of the year? You know, like they obviously have an agenda there. So
I could say that with Xavier Worthy on the jet sweeps, just a little pitches forward, he could get like technically 20 targets in a game. It felt like that at times last year.
Yeah, you're right about that. He gets it, like they give it to him and he just immediately cuts 90 degrees every time straight up the middle. I mean, dude's fast. I'll give him that.
He gone.
6-inch
I will
passes.
say in the fantasy world right now, I am sitting at a team without a kicker and Xavier Worthy and Hollywood Brown on my team. I'm waiting for Xavier Worthy to be put on IR or to be put out so I can pick up a kicker last minute. So Kansas City Chiefs, Andy Reid, give me a call. Let me know what's going on. So,
well, I got a kicker for you for the Niners because they got rid of Moody. So,
who did you guys sign?
Pineda. He was on the Panini. Yeah.
Panini.
He was on the Panthers. Pinata? He was on the Jets.
Pinata, or Panini? Which one is
it?
Those are all 3 awesome things. I would be happy with a Panini, a Pinata, or what was the other one?
Or his real name.
Oh man, it's dessert.
Derailed.
Yeah.
Derailed.
They're awesome. All 3 of those things are awesome. Jake Moody is not, though. He is not.
And here's the deal. I'll tell you guys, because I follow closely Niner news, obviously, as the Niner fan, and the country doesn't know this, but here's the story. Whether you let Kyle Shanahan off the hook or not is up to you, but here's what happened. He was the coordinator in Washington years ago. We know this. And he went to the head coach, which I think probably looking back would have been Riverboat Ron, I'm thinking. And the kicker missed a kick, and he walked into the meeting, and Kyle Shanahan said, hey, what are we doing with this kicker? We got to go. And he got his head bitten off by the coach, who said, no, you don't do that to a kicker that has talent, because he's going to go sign somewhere else and be a Pro Bowler. I said, okay. 2 weeks later, the same kicker loses them the game by missing a kick at the end of the game. Kyle Shanahan goes back into the office and says, look, I told you we should have got rid of him. And Shanahan said, I was right, for 1 week. They get rid of that kicker. He signs with another team and becomes the highest paid kicker and is a Pro Bowler for 3 years. So in this press conference, Kyle Shanahan is saying this is why he didn't get rid of Jake Moody right away. And now 49er fans are not letting him off the hook. So I don't expect you guys to either. But that is literally what he said in his press conference of like, the whole question is, if this guy who you got has a percentage of like 88% of his kicks made, why did you wait so long to just grab him if he's just on the couch? This whole time he was just out there. And that's the reason, is he didn't want to give up on Jakey because he was a 3rd-round pick. They actually drafted him. So a little ridiculous, but there you go. Are you letting him off the hook, T.I.?
No, I'm not, because unless this is fantasy football, I don't want to see you drafting a kicker. Okay? All right?
Right?
Is your team
in the 3rd round? In the 3rd.
Is your team been historically bad for the last decade in the kicking department that you are just said, what? No more free agent kickers. No more free agent kickers. We're going straight out of college. Nothing's going to fix our kicking woes.
Robbie Gould.
Like a 21-year-old young blood. Yeah, Robbie Gould. That's right, Robbie Gould.
Our guy. He was our guy and did great. So
you all had David Akers too for a minute, didn't you?
Yes, of course we did.
Doesn't matter.
Lefty.
But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I've always said before, like Jacksonville Jaguars, they did the same thing. They drafted a kicker like in the 3rd round once. I always said that I wish I was in a fantasy league with the Jacksonville Jaguars. But I have always laughed outside of maybe the Raiders who drafted Sebastian Janikowski, because I remember watching Florida State and being like, I have never seen a dude kick like that.
Missiles.
But he was before.
He did, but he was an absolute game changer for him and game wrecker for other teams. I mean, it was like, hey, guess what? We're at 55 yards. We can go for it on 3rd down.
Back then, there wasn't a ton. Yeah, there wasn't a ton of kickers that could do that.
Sure, and we could go for it on 3rd down, being this far out, even just run it, get some yards, and still get a good kick. So,
to be fair, Al Davis believed he could double as a linebacker too, so he thought he was getting a 2-way player, special teams and defense.
I mean, he could kick the ball further than Jamarcus Russell could throw it on his knees.
Barely.
Throw it.
Barely.
And he actually did watch the tape. He didn't watch the blank tapes that they gave him. Like Jamarcus Russell.
Right. All right, let's look at some of the other games, because I wasn't originally going to give this game any attention, but I am now, based on performance. Broncos not looking the greatest, and the Colts looking like they're going to win the Super Bowl. So now I have to bring up Colts Broncos in Indy. So it's like, wait a minute, this game, is, I know it's not Peyton Manning coming back to play the Colts when he was a Bronco. Like, that was like epic. I get it's nothing like that.
Pony on pony action,
Yeah, I get that, but I don't know, man.
Show him who the real horse is.
Look at that,
So
Abu.
you guys know Danny Dimes' new nickname now, right?
No.
Oh, man.
Indiana Jones horse.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
that's
solid.
a good
All
one.
right.
It's a good
All
one.
right. So does Indy have a chance? Or was that a one-game wonder? A one-game blunder
Does
for
Indy
Denver?
I mean, let's dial back the Indy performance. We're like, yes, Indy looked great, but on the second hand, we're also like, Miami looked terrible. So,
but did Indy do
scored
that to
what?
them?
The first 7.
No, but did Indy do that to them?
I don't. No, I think the concussions did it to Tua 2 years ago. I think that team is just a little sluggish. But what I will say about the Colts situation is, Danny Dimes scored 3 touchdowns, 2 rushing, 1 passing. They scored 7 straight drives. Yes, but is that impressive? I mean,
look, for the Colts,
2 rushing
man.
touchdowns. I mean, 2 rushing touchdowns by Daniel Jones and then 1 passing. They don't have him there.
Excuse you, Indiana Jones. His name is Indiana Jones.
Indiana Bones and the Temple of Poon. One of my favorite movies as a kid. You can only find the internet though.
Right.
But yeah, no. I'm not knocking him, because I mean they look good. I'm not saying. I mean, I even said in my video that they look good this week. I said both. Indy and Jacksonville looked decent. Said Indy looked good, Jacksonville looked decent. So I'm not trying to be ugly, but I'm just saying in general, I need to see them replicate that performance against the Broncos before I believe in them. Because the
So
Dolphins,
you have Denver then?
I mean, I guess I do. Guess I have Denver, but I mean, I've already seen sports writers out there. Like I've seen sports writers alluding to the Tyreek Hill trade. They're like, it clearly looks like the Dolphins have already thrown in the towel, and I'm just like, it's been one game. Like, holy cow, it's that bad. So that's my thing. That's my
season.
take. Yeah, that's my take. They play the Patriots, I think, this week. Let's see what happens. Patriots roll up 50 points on them, 40 points on them, then they're cooked. We know that McDaniels is going to be an OC next year. He's going to be a head coach. We know Tua is going to be out of the league. The only reason Tua is there is because, let's be real, everybody in Miami feels bad for the situation. I mean, come on, man. If I was the GM of that team, I'd be like, Tua, I love you, bud. You're now the president of our team, spokesperson, but you are not our quarterback. We have got to move forward because for your safety, for the future of our team, for the future of our franchise, for our fans, for the money to generate. Because, I mean, it's Miami, man. Come on. Even the Miami Heat were like, even when they're winning championships, they're still having trouble filling the seats every night. You know, it's like you got to have a good product down there to make people come off the beach. You know?
Right. Go to the club. Yeah, so
for real. What are you going to do? You going to go to Miami and watch the Dolphins, or you go to Miami and hang out in the club and wear a white suit?
Dale. I give the Colts a shot. Miles, do you?
Colts are going to win the game.
Okay.
Look at that.
Is that your pick'em?
Miles
That's his pick'em. Miles is going to text
Miles
Paul.
Is back from Brazil.
Oh, no. It's. I already told you it's the Cards. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's the Cards.
Miles is back from Brazil and not taking any names.
Yeah, I love it. We love to see it.
Indiana Jones.
All right, I got another juicy one for you.
Ooh.
Pittsburgh Steelers at home against the Seahawks. That just for an NFL fan, I think that's kind of interesting to see what Aaron Rodgers does at home. And the Seahawks, a lot of people picked the Seahawks to either win the division or make the playoffs. And if they go 0-2, that's going to be really difficult in that division, I feel like. Even with the 49ers' health issues, I think because of their schedule being so easy, they'll be good. And the Rams do have a good roster. I know they didn't play well, but I expect them to play better. And the Seahawks can't go 0-2. The Steelers, they can go 2-0.
But with the Rams, though, let's ask you. You're the Niners fan. You'll be able to give it to us a straight answer. Outside of freaking Puka and Kyron and Matt, who's the number two? Who's their tight ends? Is it still Higbee? I mean, what is going on over there? I just don't. I don't know what the Rams have.
It's not
like
that.
Outside
it's not that, dude. It's the defense, man.
Well, sure. I know it's
young. I know really good.
I know they got Jared Verse. But outside of, but that's my thing.
The running back is pretty good. Yeah, it's my fantasy running back. So be careful how you talk.
He is good. But who's their number two receiver? Who is it?
I mean, Devontae Adams, bro.
Oh, that's right. They did sign him. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, what's your problem?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. That is good. That is good.
And me too. I have Devontae. Yeah,
he is a target machine. You're right.
Right now.
Yeah, you're right. He is a target.
So what are we talking about? That's a good roster. They have a good defense.
I know,
they have playmakers all over the place.
I know, but they still
bulletin board material for the Rams
points
this week in Nashville, man.
They still put up 14 points. They still only put up 14 points against the Texans.
It's one game. Yes, it's one game. Though.
I know. I know. Think, but I don't buy shoulder injury Matt Stafford to be the Matt Stafford of old, but he's still Matt Stafford, so we'll give him his day in court.
Can I make my bold prediction since I'm back now? Not only do the Steelers beat the Seahawks this week,
I agree.
I'm not done. I ain't done. I'm making one on every game. Why not? Why not? YOLO. Seattle Seahawks lose this game en route to finishing dead last in the NFC West this year.
No way. The Cardinals have not done enough.
Yeah, but Kyler Murray's better than Sam Darnold, though.
That's what
Kyler Murray's better than Sam Darnold. And
has to start the season.
And has Marvin Harrison Jr. So I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is trying to take a next step, and the only way you take a next step is having a quarterback that's willing to trust you. So I think I agree with Miles. We can easily see Seattle at the bottom. Sam, the Darnold, as the Sports Memory says, the Darnold. I don't know, man. I think if he, I think if everyone believed in him, he'd still be in Minnesota. So that's all I'm gonna say. And speaking of
JJ
JJ,
McCarthy
hey man,
did look pretty good. Yeah, in the second half. The first half,
but
not
you
so
guys
much.
probably saw. Well, I was gonna say you guys probably saw the stat from on the game last night. What was it? 40 out of 41 of the last quarterbacks drafted. JJ and Jordan Love, or excuse me, I guess like the first round QBs. I can't remember exactly what the stat was, but JJ McCarthy and Jordan Love were both the only ones who have sat their rookie year. Everyone else started a game, started one game, started some games. And here we are.
Injury,
see
though, with
what
McCarthy.
Jordan Love's situation was different. Aaron Rodgers was there. JJ McCarthy. Obviously, that was a wild card, but. And still though, Aaron Rodgers sat behind Favre. I think it's important for quarterbacks to some degree to sit behind somebody who knows how to play the position. So I think JJ McCarthy had some good samples to pull from. Jordan Love as well. So we'll see how that transpires. But a lot of these quarterbacks just get tossed to the wolves, and either Will Levis or Cam Ward. Here we are.
Or play the Bears every week and just show up for one quarter, and that's all you need.
Right.
Or you CJ Stroud it. Or you can just CJ Stroud it and just continue your sophomore slump into your third year.
Hey, that's my fantasy quarterback. Him and Justin Herbert.
Well, he looks bad. You better be starting Justin Herbert.
I think I'm gonna, because I didn't. I won by, you guys saw, I won by literally 1 point my first week of fantasy because Justin Herbert had 29 points and he was on the bench. So
I have Justin Herbert as well, but he is on my team that I have Lamar as a starter, so I need to probably try to trade him.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a solid backup.
I love how Adam says I literally won by 1 point. Like, are you supposed to sit here and say, well, I figuratively won by 1 point, but literally I lost by like 30?
Well,
yeah, exactly. Literally.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I will figuratively
I lost by 1
say.
point. Well, actually, I lost by 99.7 points, but since the app rounded up, yeah.
In my heart, I identify as a 1 point winner.
So figuratively, Miles will pop a blood vessel if we don't talk college football in the next 43 seconds. So I want to ask you, Miles, what matchup out of the top 25 are you looking at? Like Georgia, Tennessee, South Florida is now in the top 25. They play Miami, Texas A&M, Notre Dame. What are you excited about?
Well,
don't say the Sycamores. Don't say the Sycamores.
No, that game's going to be long over after tonight. Anyway, the game in Neyland, we're getting jobbed from a game under the lights off the Tennessee River. How the hell do you put LSU Florida as the game of the week on ABC ESPN at night when you have Georgia at Tennessee and you're going to put that at 2:30? That's complete and utter bullshit.
Well, they thought Florida was going to be better, and now Florida is out of the top 25.
That?
Yeah, they can change it. They can pivot.
The shit.
They can pivot. They can pivot. They do it all the time. Man. I'll see a commercial. I'll be watching a game and I'll be like, next week they'll show head to head and they'll be like, to be determined time. They can pivot on that.
Georgia at Neyland Stadium, overall else, come on. And then the other bullshit of it is you have South Florida and Miami playing on the CW network. So are we going to catch Gilmore Girls Marathon right after the game, guys?
That's the same channel that Moesha used to come on. Yeah, that's the same channel Moesha used to come on.
C-Dub, was that the one with the frog?
I would say
no, that wasn't the frog.
Yeah, that was the frog. It was the WB became the CWB.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. It was. Yeah. The same people.
That's accurate.
The same people. The WB frog. They owned it. All of them owned it.
They were kissing cousins.
Every channel on television is owned by like 5 conglomerates. So yeah, they were all owned by the same people.
It's
all
WB
Rockefeller. Frog. It's WB. You know, he'd have a little hat.
It's so funny.
He'd be like
Arrow,
tap
the
dancing.
show Arrow.
Yeah. Arrow.
Yeah,
Oh
right,
man, what a terrible show.
the DC
Smallville. They had all those makeshift superhero
knockoff
shows. It's like
DC.
no.
Yep.
Yes.
It's like no. I'd rather watch Dean Cain, Scott Peterson Superman than watching your Smallville Superman. But
whatever that guy is, no idea remembers his name.
Before you know it, they're gonna put like playoff games on Freeform, former ABC and Fox Family.
God, before you know it, there's gonna be basketball on True TV.
I know. You don't say. You don't say.
Court
So
TV
okay,
might even show
Miles,
some basketball. Court TV. Oh,
What?
that's a good one. Court
Impractical.
TV might show some
Such an
basketball.
impractical joke.
Oh man, that's a good one. That's a good. With the March Madness, we got to bring that joke back up.
Suggest it. You should suggest it.
Adam, add that to the notes for next March.
For next, yeah. Well, that's all the time we have on today's episode. Like, good Lord. Miles, what team do you like? What team is on upset alert out of these top 25?
East Texas A&M. I think Notre Dame's got to watch themselves. I know they're coming off a week, but that loss that could be ringing. You know, they thinking, hey, whatever, we'll reset. But then they might sleepwalk through it. Yeah, they might sleepwalk. They might try to sleepwalk at home through Texas A&M. So Texas A&M does Texas A&M things. They'll probably choke at the end after leading for probably 3.5 quarters. But that's one game that I think is a trap for Notre Dame. That, of course, that's highlighted for most college football fans throughout the season. That's a big game. But I think Notre Dame could be like, hey, all right, we're going to rebound. We're going 11-1. But some come up, sneak up, and bite them. They're 0-2. Then they in some trouble.
Yeah, compared to last year,
man.
Yeah,
man. 0-2, 3 more losses. They're out of the top 10. But the farting Irish, though, I agree, man. The farting Irish are in trouble. I'm going to go ahead and say, you know, the Auburn fan in me just makes me want to throw up when I say this, but I think the Georgia Bulldogs are going down, man. I really do. I think the Georgia Bulldogs are going down. I think that's my upset.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, considering in my mind Tennessee should win that game, it's not really much of an upset considering Uga kind of sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Stockton,
I agree.
He ain't it.
3.5 point dogs. They're 3.5 points.
But T.I., I'm shocked you didn't say Bama. Because, I mean, Wisconsin's improved this season. I get it's in Tuscaloosa, but the Tide are on upset alert again this week.
They are.
Guys,
they are.
You're missing it all. You're definitely missing.
I'm sorry,
who it
Adam.
is.
I gotta go to bed by the time UCLA comes on, man. Yeah, Miles and I are in bed. Miles and I are in bed by the time UCLA starts playing.
No. I want to be in a good mood. I'm not talking about UCLA. What I'm talking about is Northwestern at home, bro, against Oregon.
I knew you were going to say Oregon. Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
That's the upset alert. They're only 28-point dogs.
So, how does
they couldn't cover 60-point spread in that?
I mean, come on. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. How does Northwestern wind up with a matchup at Oregon, but Michigan somehow gets to evade them? Come on, man. Get out of here with that nonsense.
How does Northwestern wind up in the Big Ten is the real question we've been pondering for the last 110 years.
Yeah, they should have been.
Right.
Yeah. Big 12, Pac-12. Get out of here. MAC. Get out of here. That's where you belong. You belong in the MAC. They'd be a powerhouse in the MAC, maybe. Maybe except for Miami.
No,
Miami, Ohio might give them a run for their money.
Dude, they got blasted by Tulane by 20. I get Tulane's a good program, but you lost by 20 to Tulane.
Still Tulane, yeah.
And they would lose the MAC as a college dodgeball perennial powerhouse conference too. So if Northwestern's dodgeball team is subpar, probably not a good conference for them.
So let's stay in the NCAA. Reminder, episodes of Sports Eight Nation come to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Check out our social media for the funniest content you ever did see. Let's, like I said, stay in the NCAA, and Miles can take this perfectly, as it is reported that the NCAA is investigating potential violations of sports betting involving 13 former men's basketball players who competed
Saw
for
that.
6 different schools. And the schools are Eastern Michigan, Temple, Arizona State, New Orleans, North Carolina A&T, and Mississippi Valley.
I love how you said North Carolina AT&T. Yeah, because no one gives a shit. The entire time you were talking, I was texting. No one cares. When the most prominent school of all those is Temple, can we just move on?
Yeah, there was not a single
I
school
mean,
of like, what? Why is this reported even?
Oh, North
We
Carolina?
assume
No, North Carolina A&T.
A&T, yeah.
all those
AT&T, yeah.
all those teams, they're like collectively the NCAA is like, we're going to vacate all of your wins for the last 20 years, and
Okay.
all those teams records
17
changed
wins
by
between
like
them.
changed by like 5 wins.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, cool, thanks,
They're
appreciate
like,
it.
okay, we just need an
Yeah,
eraser for 1.
sorry,
Like,
we
okay.
won't.
Yeah.
We won't do it again. Have you ever heard of Steph Curry? He played for us once. That's really our only claim to fame here.
Yeah. Do you remember, guys, about 5 years ago when Kansas was under investigation for like 5 level 1 infractions? Yeah, whatever happened to that? Oh, yeah, they're Kansas. No one's going to punish them because they are who they are. They bring in too much money. But hey,
Right.
if we got a group of teams where it's Arizona State and Temple leading the charge of this,
Leading the charge.
let's
yeah.
hang them out to dry. Yeah, let's bury them. Give them the death penalty. No one will even know.
Eastern Michigan. What?
I mean, who can anybody?
Ypsilanti.
Miles probably can. I probably shouldn't put this challenge out there, but let's just say Adam. Let's not include
Go ahead.
Miles because he'll get it right. Adam, can you name me a basketball player for Arizona State?
James Harden.
That's the easiest question ever.
Yeah.
Really? James Harden played for Arizona State? See, I didn't even know that.
Oh, dude.
Well,
was
he
good.
involved in the betting? Was he involved in the betting?
Well, to
I'm
be
talking
fair
about
to
this,
T.I.,
he
he was clean shaven back then, so he didn't recognize him.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I'm talking
they
about
were
this conspiracy, this recent conspiracy of betting. Like,
no, I can't name a single player. No,
that's what I'm talking about. All these teams that are getting in trouble for gambling. It's like, well, none of your teams are any good, so why does it even matter?
That's what I'm talking about.
They cheated and they still suck.
Yeah, for real. Same Pete Rose we're talking about here.
All right, so I want to ask you guys: did you have a chance to see? I saw a lot of clips of it, and I want to see it over the weekend, and we'll talk about it next week. So your homework, if you haven't, want to ask you: this Charlie Sheen doc on Netflix just came out 2 days ago, and the 10th came out on the 10th, and I keep seeing clips of it, and I am like in already. I'm kind of excited to see like all the. I remember when like the Tiger Blood and like all the shenanigans like that was. I wish Sports Edit Nation was around back then because we would have took that and ran with it. Don't you think, Ti?
I do, but I'm just confused on how you found time to watch the Charlie Sheen documentary in between watching Hunting Wives. Getting caught up on there on Hunting Wives.
I did watch every episode.
I do remember the Charlie Sheen stuff. My old comedy rap group, we had a Charlie Sheen song that actually was a big hit. We actually performed it live at Mercy Lounge once. We'll say that it was called "I Want to Be Like Charlie Sheen," and everything that Charlie Sheen said in that interview, we made sure to incorporate into the lines of the song. So yeah, he was literally a pop culture phenomenon for about 2 straight years at that frame. So yeah, I definitely want to check it out. I love all those Netflix docs. That one that that one that Miles and I watched, we told you need to watch, that you laughed at us. The catfish, the high school catfish. That one had my jaw on the floor, man. I'm just like, so I can't imagine the Charlie Sheen one.
Yeah.
I probably will. For anybody out there who has not watched the high school catfish, you talk about mom of the year, man. I thought my wife was a good mom until I met this mom. Holy cow. Miles, what's your thoughts on that mom?
I don't know if she's under investigation for possibly taking out Charlie Kirk. I mean, this woman's so insane. You don't know what
Dude,
she possibly could do.
why
Oh
would she
my
agree to
God.
be on it if it's her? I haven't even seen it, and I
Dude,
know
oh,
what the deal is.
just her
I
explanation in the end. You're like, I'm sorry, what did you just say? She's like, at
Yeah.
one point, she's like,
Well,
well,
she didn't
we
start
all
it,
we
man.
all
She
commit
didn't start it.
crimes. We all do
Oh, yeah.
things that
No,
that
sweetie,
we
we
that we
don't.
don't all get caught with. It's not like I did anything different from others. I'm like, okay, you told your daughter
No,
to off herself. Yeah,
And what the
you're
saddest
next
thing
level.
about it is the daughter is just like her. She's going to turn out to be just like
Yeah,
her. The last line of that is
yeah.
she looks away from the camera, but she's like, "Of course, I talk to my mother. I
I
love
need
her more than
I need
anything."
to have
It
my
is
daughter. I need to.
wicked
Yeah.
out.
I need that Stockholm syndrome in my life to make me feel complete.
and you guys
Oh, it's
want me to
crazy.
watch this? Like, I don't
Yes, you
have
gotta
it.
watch it because it's so crazy, man. It's crazy. But anyway, yeah, Charlie Sheen
It's
doc. We gotta do our
crazy.
homework, Miles. All right, you do your homework, Adam. You watch the High School Catfish. Miles and I watch Charlie Sheen. We'll see who comes out on top.
We'll definitely talk about it Monday. All right, reminder: new episodes of Sports Idiot Nation come to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We've already spilled the beans. We're going to talk about Charlie Sheen, which means we will see you Monday. Thank you for watching this episode of Sports Idiot Nation. Remember, we are on all social media and on YouTube, and the podcast can be found on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Remember, new episodes are every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And remember, because you watch Sports Idiot Nation,
You would be the smartest idiot in the whole world.